book babes. Welcome back to Two Girls, One TBR, your chaotic book besties here, serving winter vibes and holiday spice. I'm Rebecca, and yes, I've swapped my Coke for some hot chocolate. Is it spiked? Who's to say? But you can find me. You can find me on Instagram at Asrella Reads.
And I'm Heather, and I'm here to remind you that snowed in tropes are a forced proximity this winter season. Just add one bed in a cozy tavern, and I'm done. Find me at Kindle Me Reading on Instagram.
Now, today we're going to be talking like the winter vibe. Now, the thing that Heather and I have discovered, we are not so much the holiday book reading people. Now, I know some of
Yeah.
you are. That's just not us. Ours is more, it's the atmosphere, I guess, the winter, actual true winter snow, that kind of thing, and just those kind of cozy
Yeah.
vibes, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So for us, like what makes winter reading vibe instantly cozy for me, I think it has to be like one bed proximity or one
Mhm.
bed, close proximity or forced proximity, I should say. That gives me, and then especially if it's in a cold environment,
Yeah.
dark. It doesn't even necessarily have to have snow, but
No.
just kind of a
Yeah. It could be like
darkerness. It's
mountains, log
yes,
cabins, fire, and a lot of since we read fantasy, a lot of the times they're out in the middle of the wilderness, and it could just be chilly and they're snuggling up but by the fire on their bedrolls and things like that. So, I mean,
that
yeah.
gives me those kind of vibes. I
Yeah.
agree 100%. Now, because I mean, truly, it's the winter, the cold weather setting, that's the highest rated, in our, our spicy romantasy kind of thing that we do. Because
Yes.
even fantasy, dark romance can be in that kind of genre too. But you're not gonna catch me with, like, the Christmas books
Yeah,
so much.
I tried to do that and I still haven't gotten to them. I have one on my shelf. I was like, yeah, I'll try and get to this one. But there's just I also got, I think, like 6 or 7 arcs from authors, and it's not, like, new authors, they're
Mhm.
authors that are coming out with, like, a 2nd or 3rd book to their series, or it's, like, prequels, novellas. I'm like, "Oh my gosh," I just got flooded this last weekend with books to read. So I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have time." If it's in a winter setting, that's good enough for me. Like, I just finished Brimstone, and they're up in the Winter Palace, lots of snow everywhere, it's cold.
I have
So
that sitting on my shelf. I haven't gotten to that one yet. I'm excited to read that, but I was in Crescent City, I finished book 1, and then Dawn of Chaos and Fury, the last book in the
Legacy?
Legacy series came out, and I have been waiting for this since I finished the other 3 in June, and I'm excited to see where it's going, and I'm telling you, it's very 100%, they're still all morally gray. I can
Yes.
tell you, and it's very good so far,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'm
on book
so far into the book,
2
but it's
of
very good.
Legacy. I need to get going.
But now, these are some books, I guess now I've read a couple of these, and then some of these are on my TBR list, and they're considered, I guess we could consider them winter vibes.
Yes. Yeah, we got some recommendations for winter vibe/winter reads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the one, of course, you and I both have read is A Court of Frost and Starlight. That is
Yeah.
the 4th book in the ACOTAR series. It's the novella, but it's the cozy winter. It does have a solstice vibe, it's a little spicy, but that truly is, I think that could be considered probably our biggest, wouldn't you consider it our best Christmas one out of all the ones that we
Yeah.
have?
I mean, who doesn't love ACOTAR? And is this the one where they go snowball fighting? I don't know
Yes,
why I said fighting like that, but yeah. So, it holds a lot, or is that no, maybe that's
I think
Echo
so, because that's always
with
what they
that.
do after solstice. They go and
Yeah, I
they
think
have
it
their
might
snowball fight.
be the beginning of that, but yes, it was very short, and I just remember being like, "Why is this over already? I'm not done with Farrah and Rhysand," and I checked it at
That
the
was
mall.
it's a even though it's a little novella, it was a very good book. I
Mhm.
enjoyed it myself. Now, a lot of people, they're like, they're not a big a fan of that particular little novella, but to me,
Yeah,
it did fill in some moments, and you got to see them
finally
in
normal
yes,
setting. Yeah, like
yes,
a
not
real couple.
battling for their life and stuff. This was their normal existence, and I
Yes.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
me
hope
too.
she does consider doing I know she has the next book coming out, but I do hope in the future she may consider doing another little novella
Oh, I
of
can
some
see that.
kind.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be more prequels probably or
Oh, yeah.
something, the original
I hope.
cauldron makers or something.
Oh, that would be
That would
interesting.
be cool.
I have Again, I've been researching and doing a little bit more 'cause, Chelsea and I have next week, we'll be doing another ACOTAR miniseries, and I found some other interesting things because 'cause we're doing the monsters and the artifacts and stuff is what we're gonna be talking in the next
Oh,
episode,
sure.
and I found some interesting things and some things that I forgot about, and
Yeah?
it made me yes, and it has to do with the prison, and I didn't
Hmm.
realize it because I
Yeah,
do
there's
not
a lot
remember
going
them
on there.
saying this. Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's gonna have a big moment or whatever in the upcoming book, is what I think. I think it's gonna be a location that's going to be something else besides what because it was something different before it was the prison.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I did not remember that, and that was
Yeah.
talked about in Silver Flames.
Uh-huh, Amber talks about that.
Eris talks about it.
Oh.
But now,
Well,
2
okay,
other
I
now
won't spoil that. Never mind. We'll talk
oh,
about
you'll
that
find out. You'll
later.
find
Okay.
out.
Alright.
Now 2 other books now that I have read that to me, it feels like it has that kind of vibe is Anathema.
Anathema.
Anathema, because it is in the winter setting. It's very snowy, very cold, so that gives me that
Yeah.
vibe.
And it's
You
just
could also
dark.
say
Dark
oh, and it's very dark.
settings. Yeah, it's gloomy.
Oh, and you can also say that with Eldridge as well, because it's
Mhm.
in that snowy kinda setting and
Yeah.
stuff too. Now, something interesting though, since I read Eldridge, I absolutely loved it. I have seen that there are a lot of people who have been reading it and have DNF'd it,
Oh,
and they said,
too slow?
I because it gets slow for them, I guess, it gets slow in the middle.
Okay.
I don't I didn't feel that way, when I read it. To me, there was so much stuff you had to figure out about Zavander. This was
Mhm.
his story,
Yeah. So maybe
so of
people
course there
weren't
wasn't that.
wanting that.
I
Or
guess
maybe it was too
not.
dark for them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
I'm
could be.
waiting for the audiobook for that one, which is coming very soon. I just saw that was coming out, so I'm
Oh, you
excited.
will like it. It's again, now Anathema is dark. Eldridge is darker because you get into what happened to him. And he had a tremendous amount of abuse that happened to him. Now Mavis, I mean, she had horrible things happen to her as well, but it was different. It was more like she was prosecuted. You know, basically they're like, "Witch, we don't like you," that kind of thing. His was more it was sadistic kinda things happened to him. So,
Yeah.
if I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
very bad for Zavander. He went through a lot,
Yes, he does.
and, you have to be able to understand the character of Zavander, you have to understand his backstory, and so for the people that DNF'd it, I think you all were wrong. You should
Yeah.
have pushed through and you should have read it, because sometimes you have to read the dark stuff to understand the character. I said what I said.
Yeah, I think to get that emotional kick from it, you're gonna have to get deep and dark in the character's backstory
Absolutely.
to make it feel like a good read.
Well, when you're reading dark romance or dark fantasy, your characters are going to be dark. It can't be sunshine and roses. If that's what you like, then you should just stick to those kind of books and
Right.
shouldn't. read that type. Maybe, read your trigger warnings before you continue through it. If
Yeah.
that's something that really bothers you, don't read that type of book.
I'm just someone, like, if you DNF a book, then you shouldn't read it. I'm sorry, but, like, you didn't finish it, so how do you know if you liked it or not?
I agree. Because the
'Cause
ending of it is so good, and I'm left with a moment. I can't wait to see what's going to happen, because there's all this stuff happening at the end, and it's crazy, and Maveth doesn't know, and Zavander doesn't know, and they don't know. I mean, I don't wanna say anything because you haven't read it, but once you do, then we can talk about it. But this stuff happens,
yeah,
but I'm excited to see where this is going to go in the 3rd book, and I guess that's gonna come out, this upcoming year.
yeah,
So,
hopefully soon.
I look forward to it. I'm assuming probably next fall
Yeah,
is my guess. Now, another one I think we both can agree is Quicksilver. I think that gives the perfect winter vibes, because where they go in that area where Kingfisher is from,
mhm,
it's winter, it's snowy, and they have to break the ice, and
yeah,
they have to do all that
cold,
stuff,
yeah,
and
cold, cold.
it's that coziness, and
It
then
is.
you have the moment where he takes her to that little village, and they stay at that little house, that little cabin,
Mhm,
and it's cozy,
yes,
and Kingfisher. But I think that one definitely, I think, fits the bill. You and I both have read that one.
yeah,
Now, this one here, now you just read this one, even though this doesn't have snow, but it's dark, there's the mountains, it's the atmosphere, is The Reign of Shadows and Endings.
yeah,
It has, to me, I'm not it yeah, of course, now it's not per se winter,
yeah,
but it has that cozy whatever, even though it's not what's
yeah.
happening isn't cozy,
Still kinda
it's
like
not
a
all.
like the mansion they're in is, like, gothic and dark
Yes,
in that sense, where it's, like,
yes.
gloomy gothic
It has
setting.
that, like,
Yeah,
you need to have a warm blanket and cuddle up and read
yeah,
it kind of
drafty.
feel.
It's a
Yes.
drafty manner.
You've only read book 1. Have you read the other
Yes.
2 yet?
No, I did get them on audiobook, so I could read them a little faster, though, so that'll be good.
It's very good. Now, do you agree with me that everybody is morally gray?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
because they're
Tessa's
all
not.
she kinda bugged me at first, but
Oh, she's gonna bug you even more as you
yeah,
continue through.
she just
She's
like, I
very.
understand her side, but then I understand their side, and then they're
Yes,
back and forth a lot, and, I still haven't I mean, Axel is probably my favorite character right now,
yes,
and then, but yeah, I could see how he's kinda, like, gray in the middle, he's, like, trying to keep everyone happy, and then who's the other guy, Luca?
Luca. Mhm.
Yeah, he's just kinda broody.
He's
I
very
don't really
broody.
see too much gray in him yet.
You will see as the books progress, you'll see his broody and see more of why he is broody and
Yeah,
why he is the way he is.
yeah, I bet.
And Theon definitely, he's definitely a red flag too. Even though he tries to do things for Tessa, and he's like, just if you listen and you do this, nothing bad will happen, but she doesn't listen. But yet he's putting her in these predicaments, but yet his father's involved. They're all very morally gray. So I'm at, book 4, after, because you don't know all the aftermath and all this stuff
Uh-huh.
that happens in the next 2 books.
Right.
I can tell you they're all still morally gray.
Okay.
And I can tell you, and Tessa, she's getting worse.
Oh,
I don't know.
no.
Maybe as time, maybe she will. I don't want to say redeem herself, because she doesn't really have to redeem herself because of what's happening to her, because she didn't ask for any of this, but she needs to settle down. But I'm hoping she does. But when you're when it's chaos, you can't control chaos.
Mhm.
That's all I can say. And
Yeah,
she's chaos.
yeah.
And I love it. So I'm reading it and I'm super excited, but yet I'm super sad because this is the last book
Yeah.
in the
Well,
series.
I mean, knowing her, she'll have so many bonus scenes and she does a lot of stuff with her characters after the fact, like she did with Lady of Darkness. So, yeah, there'll be more, I feel like, or
Well,
like snippets.
I do have Lady of Darkness sitting on my shelf, so I will be getting to that series. I'm excited to read that one because I know that's in the same universe or same world. I don't know if it's the same world they're in, but it's the chaos universe, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm excited to read that one. Now these are several books that I haven't read. I don't know if you've read any of these, but this is some that
Okay.
were recommended that would be in our wheelhouse, our winter wheelhouse. Frost by C.N. Crawford.
Oh, I've seen
From
that.
what I gather,
Oh,
it's dark fae court, enemies to lovers. It's spicy, but it might not be spicy, but it's spicy a little bit. Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. Now, I haven't read that one yet. Did you read that one?
I recently read that, but I don't really remember it being wintry per se.
Because it said it was a little bit of a wintry world, but maybe
Remember
not.
that. Maybe I
Maybe it
didn't pay
not.
attention to that part.
I don't know. I'll let you know when I read it because
Mm,
that's in my
okay.
hope once over the beginning of the year. It's in my plans.
Uh-huh.
Then there's a book called The Wrath King by Juliet Cross, and
Okay.
they said it's dark fantasy. It has wintry chapters, high tension kind of deal. Another one is The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle Jensen. They said it's spicy, political, fantasy, and a cold weather sequences. I don't know what that means,
Sure.
but I'm assuming there must be some type of winterness happening involved in that. And then did you read this one? Did you read The Shield of Sparrows?
I did. I remember them living in trees and stuff, but
They said
I
it
don't
was
remember.
atmospheric wintry vibes, but I don't know if it's true winter or if it's more like how I have the feel of like in Reign of Shadows and Endings.
I think
That's not per
so.
se
Yeah, because
winter.
it's like rural, like they don't have technology or light.
Hmm.
I don't know. I wouldn't say winter. Like, when
But
I'm
would it
thinking
give
of
a
winter,
cozy
I'm
vibe?
thinking like snow or like
Well, yeah.
cold, um, gothic, things like that. But I'm like really trying to remember the beginning of it because I'm thinking of the ending and like some parts in the middle. And I remember it just being like about a lot of trees and monsters. So maybe they're talking about the monster part, like the dark parts.
I don't know. But again, like I said, I haven't read it, so I don't know. But that's just what the internet has told me because I asked the question out into the nethers of
Mm,
what people would consider winter,
okay.
and those were different ones that were suggested. Now,
Yeah.
mind you, what we might have as winter, we might have a different thought of winter. Of course, I say winter just like you. You think of snow. Also, another one I guess we could consider is the Plated Prisoner series. That entire thing, you're pretty much in the
That's a
snow.
lot of snow. That is
That
a
is a
lot of
lot of
snow.
snow because
That's cold.
fourth is it the Fourth Kingdom
Uh,
and theirs was Fifth Kingdom, right, or
If
Sixth Kingdom?
she was 6
It's High
because
Bell is six.
7 wasn't in existence anymore, and that was, like, the coldest,
Yeah.
and 6 was very snowy because she was in that room where it, like, always snowed, but she could never see the sun, and then she went to
So that would
4,
be definitely
that was
considered, I
very
guess,
snowy.
then,
Yeah, I
because
would say
I'm
so.
because I'm trying to think as I'm looking over my different books that I have, at least of the ones that I have read, I'd say probably Plated Prisoner would be another one. Definitely, I would put that on list.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely has it's not the warm,
Um,
cozy vibes, but it has that wintry vibe.
that one I have. LJ Andrews, she has a lot of books that are kinda like woodsy, like you would say, like Shield of Sparrows, like woodsy, wintry vibes, things like that. Like her recent one that came out, um, of Souls and Bones, something like that. And that one has winter and they are like traipsing through the forest and there's snow on the ground and cold and those
I thought of another one,
frigid
The Witch
fjords.
Collector. The Witch Collector is another one.
Oh,
That's in the
yeah.
snow in winter, and it has, like, a festival kinda thing when the Witch Collector came,
Yeah.
and there's snow in that, so that would be
Like
another
a
one, and
sol
there's some
or like
very cozy moments.
solstices, when they have like a Christmas scene or like a winter solstice festival and things like that. There's a lot of fantasy books that do solstice.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, what makes the winter setting feel so romantic instead of just cold to
Hmm,
you?
maybe it's the blankets.
Like, I have to agree on that. I mean, it's like the fireplace,
Yeah.
the one bed situations,
Yeah, and the
because I think
snuggling,
that's one of the most
the
exciting
take your
moments of.
clothes off and get next to each other naked so that you
Oh, yeah.
warm
Oh,
yourselves.
yes, because it's too like, they had been out and they're all drenched and all their
Yeah,
clothes are wet, and the only way to survive is to get under that blanket
yeah,
together.
don't
So
get
I guess, yeah.
hypothermia.
Now, let's see here. Now we're gonna do a little game, you and I. This is our naughty or nice list.
Ooh,
Now,
okay.
I'm gonna give you a name, and then you tell me. Now we're gonna say coal if they're bad, because they would get coal, or would we get kisses under the mistletoe? So mistletoe or coal. Now,
Can
this
we do
is
like
mine.
full and a spanking? Like, are we talking about that? Like,
That would be
I mean,
I
cool,
like that, I
boring.
like that.
Like, I want the mistletoe. What are you talking about? Okay.
Now
So
let's start with
who would kiss me or who would spank me? Is that what we're saying?
but some of ours, it could be both.
Okay.
Now, the
Okay.
first one we're gonna start with is Rhysand from
Oh, okay.
ACOTAR. Now, do we think he would be this? Because he does have the sweetness, because he is
Yeah.
very sweet to Feyre, but yet he's very naughty in many ways as well.
I would say he's more on the sweet side. Even when he was in his villain era, like he wasn't like naughty to me.
I do think the weirdest thing that he did that I'm gonna put in, even though I love Rhysand, I love him dearly, the only thing that he ever did that was an ick for me is when he licked Feyre's tears away.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird, and I didn't
Yeah.
understand why was he doing that.
Yeah. That's kind of
I could see wiping her
different.
tears
Yeah.
away, but licking them was weird.
It was like wrong time, not the right place, right time, to be like that.
Yeah, alright, now so are we going to go with we're gonna say that he's the mistletoe, we're getting kisses from Rhysand then,
Yeah. Okay.
because he went okay. Alright, now how about Asriel from
Oh,
ACOTAR? Now, he has his shadows and all that, and he is dark and he has mysteriousness, but do we think, "Alright, we're gonna go with Cole spanking," or do you think he's mistletoe kissing?
definitely Cole.
I think so. I think he's going to well, according to Sarah, she said he's a freak.
Yeah.
So I wanna know, because some of the stuff that, like, what we've seen with Cassian, the stuff we've seen with, Rhysand, they're very good. So what is she considering a freak with Azriel?
BDSM.
Oh, maybe he's gonna now let's because now that, of course, there's people that are either team Elaine or they're team Gwen.
Yeah,
I lean towards Gwen.
me too.
I don't want him with Elaine, but I could see him tying up some ladies and have his shadows do things. So, oh yeah, all right. So we're gonna go with Cole with that. All right, now how about my husband, my beautiful, beautiful book husband? Do you consider him your book husband as well, Slade Ravenger? Because
No,
he's my book husband.
I mean, he's up there. I mean, yeah,
He's my number 1.
yeah. He would get some coal for sure.
I think he would be Cole as well, because he definitely, would belong on Santa's, problem list,
Yes, for sure.
because
And
he would give
he
a lot
probably
of
just
good
off
ones.
Santa for saying Santa gave him no gifts. That's rude.
So, he definitely okay, so we have you noticed we have a pattern forming here? Alright, now, I don't think you haven't read the Bargainer series.
No.
Now, you have to meet Desmond Flynn. he's very broody and he's muscular guy and he's got long white hair.
Hmm.
He's yeah, I think but he does everything for Calypso, which is Callie, the girl that is the female
Okay.
main character in there. But he's kinda in a way like Slade Ravager that he will burn the world for her. He will go to ends because there's something happens when you read the Bargainer series, she gets captured at some point, and he has to go and get her,
Mhm.
alright? And when you see what he does, you'll understand. But I think he would be but I think he could possibly be Mistletoe because he's not
He sounds like it.
he's a little bit more like that,
Yeah.
but you have to meet him.
Okay.
You have to get the first book is Rhapsodic.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
4
I have that on
books,
my list.
and they're not very thick books, they're probably about this.
Okay.
They're like 300
Probably like
page
8-hour
books.
audios.
Probably. I
Good for me.
but it's very good. It's 3 books, and technically they consider the one book that talks a little bit more in depth of his story is a novella, but I read it you read it as book 3, and then there's book 4.
Yeah.
I don't consider it a novella, but I guess it's supposed to be one. But it's a very good series. Anything that Laura Thalassa writes, I've been I love. I love how she writes.
Yeah.
I love it's a very easy read, just like Bewitched, all of those. But you'll have to try that one out. You will and also because I'm in her I follow her newsletter and stuff like that. She had made a statement that she may dip back into their world. Because I was so sad that those 4 books, when it ended, that was the end of their story. So I really do hope that she does another book in their world. I think it would be very interesting
Yeah.
because it's all about bargains. So it's very good.
Cool.
Now have you read any of the 4 Horsemen that she did?
No.
Oh, you
Uh-uh.
have not. Now,
But I heard you talk about them.
I've read 2 of the 4, and they are both coal. Any of them are coal because well, I can't say that. I can't say it. Pestilence, when you read that one, he is very destructive because he's there to give the plague to the world to kill everybody. But yet he learns that there's more to being a human than what he just wanted to destroy them. So he kinda has a little bit of a redemption kinda thing happen there. So he could be Mistletoe, but now War, I think he would be 100% Cole
Okay.
because he's warlike and he's
Of
very
course. Yeah.
oh, yeah. Yeah, because I could see him spanking someone. Oh, yeah. Now, now how about Kingfisher?
Oh, Cole. You
100%.
know what? He just wouldn't participate. He would say this is really dumb.
Now, let me ask you now, because 'cause you've read Brimstone. Now, I have not read Brimstone. Is he just as dirty in
Oh, yeah.
Brimstone?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
How about our other boy that we love so much in there? How
Oh,
about Carrion?
yeah, he gets some cameos. He gets validated a little bit more.
Is he dirty at all?
Yeah, always. He's
Oh,
always
good.
after all the girls. Yeah, and him and Fisher have a conversation about Ceres
Ooh,
after they go on, like, a
interesting.
mission together. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And they kind of become a little more, like, friendly towards each other, like, still have that,
Oh,
like, shut the fuck up kind of vibes towards each other, or
yes,
really Fisher towards Carrion, but
yes.
they bond a little bit more, so it's kinda cute.
Well, I think Carrion wants everybody to like him in a lot of ways,
Right, just vibe, get
but
together,
Kingfisher doesn't
you
like
don't care.
anybody.
No.
I'm amazed he allows the people that he does allow
Yeah,
around him,
and
and
it's
they
just because
tolerate.
they've known him since he was born, and that's the
Yeah,
only reason why they're his friends is just because they know each other from birth
because
as friends back in
he's
the day.
not pleasant 100%,
No,
Kingfisher. He's
no.
very he has a little bit of rudeness about him,
Oh, yeah. Like, he doesn't have
and
time to
that's
he's 1,000, what, 600 years old or something like
oh,
that?
I think 1700 or
Yeah,
something like
he's
that.
super
It's insane.
old, so, he's been through so much, and yeah, and
Well, they say the older you get, the less you care.
that's where he's
It's
at.
the and I can tell you the older I get, the less I care. So
Exactly.
I can agree on that one.
Same.
Now how about Zavander? Because you've
Or
met him in
you
Anathema. What do you
know,
think of him?
I'd say mistletoe. I think there's, like, a
Mistletoe.
little warm spot in there. I think Santa would be like, "You know what? You're nice down inside. But you look like you're like, 'No.'" But you learned more about him recently, so
Oh, you learn a lot more about him and you understand him more. So he's not all this crabbiness like he is. Because when you read Anathema, he's very crabby in a lot of it.
yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not crabby in Eldridge, but his heart is more open or,
Mhm.
'cause,
'Cause he meets
Mavis.
Mavis, yeah,
He loves Mavis. He loves
yeah.
her with all of what
That's what I
he is.
mean.
He
Yeah, he's
loves
got
her.
a little soft heart there, like,
He's
he wants to have that love that he's never had
yes.
before.
And then once you see, again, like I said, read your triggers. It's dark, but you see what happens to him and why he's so drawn to Mavis and stuff. Once you realize truly what all that is, um, it's just like, ah, it's one of those moments.
Yeah,
I can't wait for you to get that to that one.
soon.
Now, how about now you have not read Nocticadia yet. Doctor Death. I
No.
don't know why on my notes I have that weird word because I think I wrote Nocticadia and then it came out weird. But Doctor Death,
Yeah,
you have not met him yet. He is definitely 100% Cole.
yeah.
He would be spanking. Yeah. There is no sweetness whatsoever with Doctor Death. I mean, now he does like her and he loves her and that kind of thing, and it's very sinful, very lusty kind of thing. But he is not sweet or anything
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it
There's
doesn't
no
sound like it.
like no. Well,
Yeah,
and plus when you see the
dark
things
thoughts
he does,
always.
oh, and when you see the things he does to some people, you'll see and you'll be like,
Yeah,
those kind of things. But I highly recommend you read that one. I cannot wait for you to read Nocticadia.
yeah,
That was one of my absolute top favorite books of this year. It's a standalone. That's the only thing that's a drawback from it because I wish to go back into that world. Now, she does do a little, I don't want to call it a novella, but it's only a few chapters and it follows her sister for a little bit with this undisclosed
oh,
person that I can't talk about because you don't know, and I could see that as a whole book she could have done.
man.
And it's but yet, I mean, you do get that little bit there, but I do highly recommend after you read Nocticadia, do read those couple extra bonus chapters, whatever. I think it's like 5 chapters, something like that, and I can't remember what it's called right now. Phobia, maybe is what it's called. For some reason, I'm thinking that's what it's called. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But you can see it but you can get it off of her author website. Now how about last but not least, how about Wilder Hawthorne from
Ooh,
our favorite author, Helen Schreier, that we can't pronounce.
yeah.
Sure. What do we think of our Wilder Hawthorne?
He's gonna get the kisses.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah,
He is broody. We have to admit he is broody,
yeah, but
but
he
there is
cares.
a sweetness inside
Yes,
him
he still cares.
with his little man bun.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. I think 100% there. Now, let's see here. Now, would you like to be snowed in Valeris?
Ooh, up in you know what? But where? In the cabin or in the
Oh, the cabin would be
townhouse?
good. Now me, I would like to be at their river house
Yeah,
or overlooking the water
yeah,
and having like a cozy bedroom with blankets and
yeah.
warmth and the fireplace overlooking that. That would be my spot. I would
Even
be snowed
say
in.
the House of Wind
Oh,
would be a good one because then the house would just conjure up everything that you need,
oh, that would be a good
plop
one.
some books next to you. Yeah.
I could do that.
All right, you're invited.
I like the House of Wind. I could do that.
Yeah.
And then plus, look who
And
your
then have,
roommates
like,
would
a
be. We would leave
sitting
Nesta somewhere else,
space.
though. We would
Yeah, she can go
just
back
send
to her
Nesta some.
apartment. That's fine.
Yeah, because she could be a buzzkill, and also, and if Elaine would be up there, at that time, she would be a buzzkill too, so we would
Yeah.
just send them off,
Mhm.
and Cassian and, Azriel could stay up there with
They could
us.
stay in their rooms, guard us all night long.
I love them both so much. Now, book babes, I have a question. Now, who is on your book boyfriend's landing on? Are who's your favorite book boyfriend? Are they getting the mistletoe or are they getting the coal? Write us on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and let us know who is your book boyfriends that would be part of this list and what would they be? We want to know
Yeah.
because I mean, we had some good ones. Because again, everybody's reading is different, but maybe you'll let us know about somebody else that we didn't know about yet.
Yes, there's lots out there, especially
Now,
romance.
oh, I agree. To see, now this is something, just a little tidbit. Now, next episode when Heather and I, not this coming week, the following episode, we're going to be doing, we're gathering all kinds of different things on what book babes would want for Christmas, be it
Yeah.
books, bookish merch kind of things,
Accessories,
that kind of thing.
special
Now, but
editions, book boxes. What else?
yes, we're
No
gonna talk
spoiler.
about all of that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
on that next episode. That'll be episode 10. But for anybody who's listening right now and they don't know what to buy somebody right now, because 'cause we're at the beginning of December, these couple books, I can definitely say I think they would be a hit, at least if they are into the spicy villain era, as I am in, and I think you're in that era as well. I think
Mhm.
you're in a villain era. I think we can say that.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Better than the reluctant hero, I guess.
But now these are 3 that I'm gonna recommend. I don't think you could go wrong. Anathema, if you
Mhm.
like, again, if you like dark romance, it is absolutely, it was my number 1 book that I read this year. Quicksilver is a very good book. Again, I liked it. I've heard half and half reviews with Brimstone. Heard people absolutely loved it, and then I've heard the other side of it. So, but again, I haven't read it yet. Heather has. Heather enjoyed it.
Yes.
So I will put my check mark into that box. I would
Yes.
recommend. And then the other series is The Reign of Shadows and Endings. Like I said, book 4 just came out. It's a completed series. There's some thick ones, but it is an absolute knock it out of the park series. I did see Dawn of Chaos and Fury hit, I think, number 1
Number
on Billboard.
1 of USA
Mhm.
bestsellers, yeah.
Yep. So that should tell you something.
Yeah. I like it
What
so
would you
far.
recommend if you had to
Um,
do 3 of them that you would
ooh,
tell someone to buy?
okay, the one by LJ Andrews that I can never remember the order of how it's said. It's like the Broken Souls and Bones. I think
I
that's the
think that
order,
is what it is.
and I think I'm saying it correctly, but I never know. I second guess myself, and I don't say names correctly, so I can't
Well,
remember
no, we don't.
titles, names, anything. So I'm trying here.
Look for a book that has those words in it,
Yes, it's her
because I
newer
don't think any of
one.
her other ones say that.
No, and it
I
was
think
just
it's
released
blue.
this year, and it's the one that got, trad published this year, and book 2 is coming out. I actually just got the ARC for it off NetGalley,
Oh,
so I'm very excited to read that. It's like the heir of something like HE.
is it? But is the cover blue?
That the first book is, yeah,
The
the
first book is.
Broken
Okay, so
Souls
look
and
for the blue
Bones.
one.
Yeah.
I just got, the other 3. My husband bought me the Ever King, the Ever
Yeah,
Queen, isn't it? And the Miss Thief?
Miss Thief,
Is that what
yep,
it is?
yeah,
Yeah, I just got those.
yeah,
I would recommend those 2. I think she's an amazing author as
great
well. I don't
author.
think anybody you can't go wrong
Yeah,
if you bought that trilogy for someone for Christmas. If they haven't read it, they would
true,
love it.
very true. Love that one.
What else
Um,
would you recommend?
ooh, off the top of my
I have
head.
so many. I have so many books. Everything I've read, I would highly recommend anybody. I have not read something this year that I would say don't read it. Everything I've
No,
read, I've been super Crescent City. I can't wait once I'm done with.
I'm
Dawn
excited
of
for you to finish that. See what you
that's
think
what I'm
of
gonna finish as
especially
soon
when you
as I'm
meet
done with this thicken.
I want you to meet Agent Day and Agent Night and
Oh.
tell me about them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have so
I'm
many
excited.
thoughts just with book 1.
Like with
I have
theories, yeah.
marked I have theories because
And you're
again,
seeing
Chelsea
the
and I are doing the deep dive.
yeah, you're seeing the interconnections.
Well,
Yeah.
I think one of the things because if you've watched our ACOTAR miniseries, one of the theories uh is like, if you've read Crescent City, they do a thing called the drop, and I think when Elaine and Nesta had their moment, and even Feyre when she has Under the Mountain, when she has all that happen before the 7 lords have to come together to bring her back,
Mhm.
and I think each of them, I think they all experience Prithian's version of the drop,
Yeah.
because when they have that, you're dead and you have an anchor that brings you
Mhm.
back.
Mhm.
And in ACOTAR, Farah had Rhysand at that moment because remember she talks about it and she could still
And
hear him or whatever.
yeah.
And then like Chelsea had said, well, how about when they went into the cauldron? She said that doesn't. She said what would be their anchors? I said, but you got to remember everybody was there. So, Nesta's just so headstrong. I don't know if she would necessarily need an anchor, but she still had feelings for Cassian.
Yeah.
And then Elaine, when she came out of the cauldron, all she did was stare at Lucian. So maybe that is what pulled her out of
Yeah.
when she went in. It was the tug and that bond with
Yeah.
Lucian.
Hmm.
I
Could
don't
be
think it was a pull or bond with Asriel. Again, I don't think Elaine is I don't think
for
she's
him.
gonna end up with Tamlin. I don't think she's gonna end up with Azriel. I think she's gonna end up with Lucian,
I
and
do.
I think they're going to be in a whole brand new court that's gonna appear. I
Yeah.
think he's going to rule a new court.
That'd be fun.
Because that goes with my theory that's coming up also next week. Because the further I dig into what, like, people say, some of it starts making sense. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts. Anytime I get involved with Crescent City, anything with it just I get involved with my ACOTAR stuff. But now those are definitely ones but I would also recommend if you have someone in your life that, that has always liked to read and maybe, was kinda like in a situation like us, we got busy with life, we had kids, that kinda thing, and you stopped reading. I I still recommend anybody to start with ACOTAR. If you wanna dip your toe back into reading, you need to join our cult.
Come
You
on.
don't realize it when you start reading it. You think, "Oh, I'm just gonna read this nice little book."
I know.
And now I'm 100 and some books
Now
deep
I'm on
into it.
Bookstagram and have special editions of all sorts of things, love indie authors, read
Oh,
arcs, made to
absolutely.
read. No idea
Oh,
what all that was
absolutely.
2 years ago.
No.
I
No,
was just reading a book.
I've only
Uh,
been back to reading, it's just been a little over a year, and I used to read all the time when I was younger, and then when I had my kids, I completely gave up that piece of myself for some reason, but I think it's just because I just didn't have time, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And now I have that part of me back, and it's so wonderful to be in this cult with you. But now I have a question for all our book babes, though. Now, who would you want to spend the holidays with? Slade Ravenger, Zavander, Kingfisher. Now, from what I've been told, Frost from that's what was her name? Was her C.N. Crawford? They
Mhm.
said he's very good.
Okay.
Or let us know if you have someone else that you would prefer
Yes.
to spend the holidays
Yeah,
with.
I need
Who are you
more
gonna
too.
who are you gonna
Who am I gonna go with?
who are you gonna spend it with?
I'd probably go with Kingfisher, just so I could bug the shit
Mhm.
out of him all day.
You know what my answer is, who I would
Slade.
be. Slade Ravenger, that dirty, dirty man.
Yeah.
But, now this is just a little thing for us. Now, what is your favorite winter drink or snack during reading? Now, for me,
Mhm.
I like to have a Coke.
Yeah.
That's what I like to drink,
I
or a
love
cherry Coke.
I love a good, like, whiskey,
Oh,
in the winter. My brother and I learned how to make Manhattans at home. So Make some strong whiskey drinks over here. So that, by the fire is always nice. Or mead. I like mead. Ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
really good. There's a really good place in South Carolina that has like a bee. I don't remember the name of it, but they have great mead.
I I do like a nice wine every now and then, but it has to be fruity and
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah.
I do not like a dry wine,
Okay.
like, the one where you drink it and you go like that with your face. I don't like that. It has to be sweet. I like a dessert wine.
Okay. That's fine.
Blackberry, strawberry, those are my favorites. And I know this is the cheapest wine in the entire world, but it's still fantastic. I like Arbor Mist. I like to have their strawberry, and they have a blackberry and they have a strawberry, and they're so good. They're sweet. And
I
then
like
there's
a little better wine than that, but my
now that's
tasting
if I want something cheap. But now
profile
my
is
husband is
bigger.
now have you drank the wine? It's Josh,
Uh-huh.
I believe is what it is.
Yeah.
I like that
That's
one.
good table
I will
wine.
drink that.
Yes.
I will drink that on occasion. There is a winery up from where I'm from in Pennsylvania. It's called the Wilcox
Oh,
Winery.
I've heard of them.
And they had a blackberry wine, and they sell it in a cobalt blue glass bottle, and it is some of the
Yeah,
best blackberry wine you ever wanna have, but they only have
interesting.
it a certain time of the year.
Nice.
That is something good. So there's my now, candle scents, or would you have a playlist playing? I don't like sound when I'm reading, so I have scents. I have my mister I like pumpkin pie scent, and I like mulberry, like those kind of warmy scents.
Yeah. Like, it depends. Like, if the music is I mean, I have kids at home, so my music is little kids playing, Cocomelon, Baby Shark. I got
Yeah,
playlists. I got them going in the back, and it's a lot of tuning out of things.
yeah.
So I'm usually overstimulated at the end of the day. So I don't like turn on more music to listen to while I read. So yeah, I'm kind of more of like I'm a lavender bergamot kind of person. Lather that up, go lay in bed in my snuggles and read my book there.
Yeah, I can't have sound. Like, with all 3 of my kids going during the day, and for some reason, my husband, that the man that doesn't talk a whole lot, that's when he decides he's going to talk to me more than ever through the whole entire day. That's why I like to read, like, once he falls asleep beside me, and it's real quiet. I like to have quiet, and I like to immerse myself into the world, because otherwise I will read the sentence over and over again.
Yes.
Now, let's see here. Now, what is your cozy reading nook?
I like the couch by the fireplace or in
Mm,
bed with like a fluffy blanket and socks.
Myself, I like to be in my bed, and I like having my Sherpa blanket.
Yes.
I
So
some
soft.
because that is my thing. Now, let's see here. Now, if I have to do this is just one quick or like short winter novella or bonus chapter, something that somebody could read real quick. But again, you have to read ACOTAR. I wouldn't read this just by itself.
No.
I still suggest A Court of Frost and Starlight.
Yeah.
That is for me again my ultimate winter book. But you do need to read the series. Don't just read that,
Um,
as it won't make sense.
yeah. I just got an arc called Wildfire and Sin by N.E. Valla, Valla. But that is also probably a really good wintry novella if you guys want to read her duology, or actually, it's going to turn into a trilogy. So, yeah, that's a good series. And Valla, she's a good author. Like I said, I got a lot of them lately.
So I guess, all right, book babes. That wraps up our winter romance part that we're having.
Kids are crashing the party here. But yeah, if you had fun hanging out with us, make sure you're subscribed and never miss the chaos around here. That's for sure.
But seriously, go and follow us everywhere. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, YouTube. We're on Audible.
Uh-huh.
Amazon Music. I think that's all
Everywhere.
of
Pretty
them.
much
Or
everywhere.
everywhere you can get a podcast,
Seriously.
we're on.
Yeah.
But yes, please, it helps us a tremendous amount
Yes, and
if you
watch
subscribe and you like on it and watch it. And
yes.
of course, YouTube, if you want to watch us, and actually see us instead of just hearing our voice,
Yes, we're here.
we are on YouTube. And it's super fun and it's pretty and it's colorful. We have
Yeah,
pretty little backgrounds and stuff.
I used
Um,
to, but yeah,
but
come
but
join
uh,
us.
until until next week, I guess. Good night, book babes.
Good night. See you next time.
Bye.